Buongiorno, Bishuasi. Let me let you know that here's some of my thoughts this morning. Today is, let me see, what is today? This is the way I do this every time. I don't know the date and I just start out on a recording. It's August 11th, Tuesday, okay? I wrote my master's thesis on Herman Melville's Moby Dick, his most famous novel, and I analyzed Moby Dick the way Northrop Frye would have wanted me to, using his way of analyzing literature. So the title of the thesis was Anatomy of Moby Dick, the Archetypal Structure. My wife is shining a flashlight, maybe not on me. She doesn't want to use the electric lights in our house to save money. Oh God, I'm going to be blinded by that thing. Okay, so she doesn't know what I'm saying, by the way. So, what she's doing, it's independent of what I'm doing. And that's fine, right? Okay, for God's sake. Hey. I'm blind. You make me blind. Okay, back to what I was saying. Okay, now, Herman Melville died when he was 72. That's my age now. He died of natural cause, heart failure. Now, Northrop Frye, the other person referred to just a second ago as figuring so importantly in my master's thesis, he died at age 78. I believe he died of a stroke. He learned he had cancer, and suddenly he died of a stroke. Now, 72 and 78, these are two very, very important people in my life. Okay? 72 and 78. Now, my Germanic grandfather, that's my maternal grandfather, he died at age 79. Okay, so my age to 79 is 7 years. My age to 78 is 6 years, okay? Now, I've been noticing that, I'm on a biological clock. This is something I never thought about throughout my life, And the thing is that I never see that picture of our son back there. That was our comical way of, saying that our son was like, as far as we were concerned, royal birth. That's my wife. I presented my wife with the original painting where the guy in those clothes, he's something like, I don't remember, the Earl of Sussex or something in England back in the 15th century or something. So I had my wife put my son, his face, our son, in the clothes of that royal person as my humorous way of designing that portrait, which hangs over the fireplace. In American culture, if you put whatever portrait you put over the fireplace, that's important and very important. And like when I was growing up, the Man of the Year's portrait was over his mother's fireplace at her house. And so now I got our sons, not mine. Well, I don't want mine up there. I like our sons up there. Okay, now what was I talking about? Oh yeah, getting old and passing away. Well, I never thought about such things, but um, uh, I have, for example, been delegating a lot of the tasks that I've done over the years, like paying bills and so on, to my wife. I mean, I've been teaching her how to do things that I've been doing, how to keep records in our ledger, and how to manage our money and pay our bills and everything, and how to do all that. And she's just about fully trained now to take over that. I mean, she's taken over a lot of it, and she's capable of taking over the entire thing now. So I've been doing that, and we do have a will that a lot of Americans do not have a last will and testament. We do. We had one drawn up by a lawyer, and we do have a last will and testament, so we have that. And I gotta say, Bashuasi, when I first became aware of you 3 years and about 9 months ago, I was not thinking about passing away, but I was thinking when I saw what I thought were communications coming from you that a relationship between you and me was imminent. It was just about to happen. But now 3 years and 9 months have passed and nothing's happened. So does that mean there's nothing there? Not really. It doesn't necessarily mean that. But 3 years and 9 months have passed, and so now, at my age now, after those 3 years and 9 months, now the window on my life seems to be closing. I say, wow. I just noticed the other day, hey, Herman Melville died at age 72 of natural causes. And Northrop Frye, excuse me. Northrop Frye died at age 78, and my Germanic grandfather, age 79. Now, my Italian grandfather, who I believe to have been my biological father, he died at age 96. I believe he was murdered, which means America's Man of the Year probably went up to the nursing home, took his head, and slammed it against the wall and murdered him that way. He was telling me, right at the time that happened, he's telling me, I don't want to mention this uncle he mentions, because I just don't. So I can't say exactly what he said, but I'll do my best at paraphrasing. He's saying to me, your uncle had to restrain me from attacking that man. He's telling me he has to be restrained from attacking a 96-year-old man who hardly ever said a word. It wasn't like this old man was arguing with him. He was probably just sitting in the nursing home. And the Man of the Year had to be restrained from attacking him. Your uncle had to restrain me. I was going to attack him. Your uncle restrained me. I'm thinking, oh my God, this guy is nuts. Well, excuse me, Bashuasi. I was talking to you. Now I'm realizing I'm kind of talking to America out there. Okay. I'm saying, this is your Man of the Year I'm talking about. Your famous doctor who gets all these awards, is so popular among all you Americans out there. You just love this guy. He's so funny and everything. He has to be restrained from physically attacking his father, who's in a nursing home and pretty much sedentary, completely sedentary by that time. Just he'd sit in a chair. That was it. He has to be restrained from physically attacking him, huh? And the next thing you know, that father is dead on the very same day that the Man of the Year's stepfather also dies of an accident. Oh, we don't see anything there. Crazy guy. Schizophrenic. We don't see anything. It just so happened that they both died on January 7th. It's just a coincidence. Are you crazy? He has to be physically restrained from attacking this man. And the man dies of an accident we see on his death certificate. An accident to his head. Well, anyway, Bishuasi, I'm trying to be how do I say this? Never mind how I'm trying to be. When I first saw you, I thought a relationship between you and me was imminent. Now, this grandfather of mine, who I believe was my biological father, and here's a little something we had between each other, okay? He'd say, "Can you make it a muzzle?" Okay? And it would like this. Now, I don't, this is what he'd do. Now, you see my bicep there? It looked exactly like his. So he would do that, and then I would do that. We saw. We had the exact same bicep. Okay, so what? Yeah. Even if it was just my grandfather, that could happen. However, the relationship we had, and the intimacy between him and me, I'm just going to stop. Now, Bishuasi, let me say again, I've done all I can do to get to you. I can do nothing more. Okay, I can't go to your country. I can't go looking for you. It's no use to be looking online. That's a needle in a haystack to look online. And I'm not looking for you online at all anymore. I used to go to this place online that I called your website. I don't go there at all. I haven't been there in months. And I'm not going back to it. This is not against you in any way. I'm saying I've been letting you know in messages like this, and I'm letting you know again, that I've done all I can do to get to you. I can't do more. I can't spend any more money. I spent thousands of dollars trying to find you. I can't spend another cent out of responsibility to my wife and son and to myself. Because it's a useless waste of money. I can't spend another cent, so I'm not going to go back to your country and look for you. I'm not going there. I'm not going. If you show up here and we meet and begin our relationship, well, everything changes from that moment on. Okay? What I'll do after that, who knows? But what I decided is, I can't spend any more money on this, and I can't let go in my mind, you know. I'm still like, I'm super idealistic, you know, the Disney mantra, no matter how hard is grieving, if you keep on believing, the wish that you dream will come true. I don't want to violate the mantra, but I'm still continuing to believe, which is why I'm making this video, but as I say, can't spend any more money. From the point of view of just wisdom, to spend any more money on this is like throwing the money just into the air. It's of no use to spend any more money on this. It's not productive in any way. So I'm not going to go to where you worked. I was arrested, imprisoned, and the consequence traffic. When I did that in the United States, I'm not going to do it again. I'm not going to go to your place of work. I'm not. Okay? Now, that's it. So I'm saying what I've been saying. If this is, and if you means, I believe you were saying to me, you have got to contact me. I cannot find you. I can't. And that's all. So here I am, and I'm going to go on with my old age. And as I say, I'm now thinking suddenly about my biological clock. I'm thinking, wow, important people to me. Herman Melville, Northrop Frye, they died at my age. So who knows what's going to happen? And, well, I'm pretty healthy on the whole, but, you know, my aunt, my mother's sister, who was a Catholic nun for life, she was healthy as could be. Looked great, slender. She didn't have any weight problem or anything. She was active. She looked great. She was up in her mind. She was clear-headed, clear thinking, and everything. And suddenly, when she was 79, she dropped of a stroke suddenly. She's like me. Exactly like she behaved just like me now. Attentive, energetic, if you will. And boom, she passed away. Although at the beginning of this thing, I had different thoughts about you and me and how that would work in family, because you know this by now, I can't my wife. But at the same time, we're not going to have any kind of an affair or I don't want that. And look, if I am a biological son, every year when we went to visit the area where my father was from up there in Pennsylvania, we visited his father, my biological father, on one day. And then for only a couple of hours, my mother never went with us. So, what kind of relationship did they have? They didn't have any relationship at all. Apparently they had sex. That was it. I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do that. I don't want that. Do that. I've already.